Ikenna Kwekumali Onyekwena. For the movie Amayanabo, I play the character Otonye, the head of the Sekeni warriors. Yes, and I'm very, very excited to be here.
Yeah, my name is Patrick Diabwa, aka Amayanabo, the Eagle King.
I'm very good.
So Ibifa Dokubo, Alamo Kujago, the Wahala man. The movie is an embodiment of a historical recall. You know, the story of a people, of a unique tribe called the Okrikans, kings of the waterside. The confrontation between their king, their culture, and the white man is what was been recalled in this film. A story of resilience, a story of saying, no, you can't come to my town and give me that kind of rubbish. I said no, yet it was done with a high level of meticulous diplomacy. That is what is amazing about it. And you know, it's Alamo Kujago now. See the film. There has been a massive change. You know, I always say this thing without fear, and I don't care if you don't like me. There was a time when we were doing Tales by Moonlight and selling them on videos. The days of some of them, or most of them, were just stories that will have been done on Tales by Moonlight. I'm not saying that program is slow, but we were telling our stories, the ones to tell in the moonlight, and recording them. Now we have moved away from that, and we are now doing highly technical productions. Can compete with anybody, anywhere in this world. There is nothing you can do that Nigeria cannot do here. This is where we have come to. Bigger, better. More knowledge has come into it. The more financing. I remember those days we began. I remember that sometimes we were paid 10,000 naira to play lead. But when they ask you, when the newspapers ask you, you say they paid me so much. Then, no, those days are gone. Now, I'm not saying everybody did that. Some people did that to have to sell them. But now, I tell you, seriously, it's different. They should expect vibrant storytelling, great frames, great pace, and pure cinematographic experience is what they're going to get when you watch this film. I can say so.
Nollywood gentleman, Mr. Fix-It for short. I am excited and happy for my friend, Ibinabo, and her team. Ivy is a fantastic person. She's a great lady. You know, going back to do historical movies at this time of our growth shows her capacity.
I'm excited, I'm overwhelmed, and I'm humbled. I've been writing for a very long time, and this is going to be the first time that a script of mine is going to go this big and everything. So I'm very, very happy, very, very happy.
I think it's a movie that people will enjoy, and it's also a movie that will awake the hero spirit in a lot of Nigerians. I think it's high time Nigerian movies keep talking about heroes that sacrifice for the community, you understand? And I'm really expecting that a lot of people will enjoy this film when they watch it.
Not just as a filmmaker, or as an actor, or as a former Miss Universe and Miss Earth. It shows passion, it shows this deep understanding, and someone who wants to project our own story. She's telling our own story. This is African story, our own, from our creek down to the world. It's a global thing, so the world needs to hear our story, not just all those lovey stuff. So I'm really very excited and happy for IB and her team.
What should they expect from the movie? Well, the beautiful thing about this movie is it has grit, it has the thrills, it has romance, it has action, it's epic, it's a true story. Every ingredient is there. It's just like a well-made salad. You know, when you see a bowl of salad, you have all the tomatoes, you have the cabbages, you have the cucumber, all those coming together to make, that mouth-watering dish that we all love. So that is Amayanabo, the Ego King. For those that love action, for those that love comedy, for those that love drama, even dark humor, it's all in the movie. It's an encompassment of everything that will delight every member of the audience, so to say.
Okay, I love the role. It was an honor and a pleasure to play one of Okrika's greatest sons. Getting into the character wasn't an easy task, but I'm just grateful that I was able to do the best to do my very best, and I hope that when people watch it, they would have said that, yeah, I did justice to it in my own little way.
Thank you.